Alright everybody, it's finally happened. The Metal Hand of God podcast has finally got an online merch store. It's located at teepublic.com. That's right, teepublic, T-E-E, public.com. Go there, to their website, type in MHOG, and a variety of art designs will pop up, where you can put them on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, pandemic masks. That's right, we also have pandemic masks. The new fashion accessory for the year 2020 into 2021. We have wall art, notebooks, mugs, pillows, pins, you name it. Hey, you want stickers? Magnets? How about a phone case? That's right, you can get an MHOG phone case just by going to teepublic.com. A variety of sizes and colors, and the quality is hands down the best you're gonna find. That's right, MHOG merch store at teepublic.com. You're part of the family. Might as well really be part of the family and grab yourself an MHOG tee at teepublic.com. Thanks for listening to the MHOG podcast and for all your support through the years. We want to see those t-shirts outside, so go to TeePublic, order your MHOG merch today. teepublic.com.
But take from them everything!
And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and this lovely gentleman is...
The ever-frustrated fucking Rum.
Yeah. Well, we can start by talking a little bit about that.
I don't even want to talk about it because it's not gonna mesh with the date when this comes out.
Well,
so
I mean,
let's just.
But I mean, I'm just like football in general. Not like what's going on, you know? I mean, I understand that when this comes out, the dates will be over and all that shit. But being a football fan, not extreme, because neither one of us are extreme football fans, but just being a fan in general of a team and they're doing so well at one point of the season, and then all of a sudden, when it needs to count, they suck.
I'm not even going to name the team because if you watch football, you'll know what team that we're all talking about.
Right.
I don't have to say the name. I don't have to. All I have to tell you is I am now a UK football fan. I'm now, Manchester United, best goddamn football team in the UK right now. That's all I'm saying. Because US football can kiss my ass.
I've never once watched a soccer game.
Oh, I love soccer. It's great. It's actually it's more physical. I think you can there's less padding. You can use your head, your legs, your chest. It's good stuff. You run back and forth like a crazy chicken with your head cut off and score a goal, and it's lovely. I love it. I'm a huge fan now. Fucking anything is better than what I've been watching in American football. You know what? Another thing I'm a fan of, curling. Let's get into curling. I think we need to get rid of football and become the biggest country for curling.
Like your hair?
Curling, like with the brooms and the fucking rock, and you slide it across, and it makes no goddamn sense. Fuck yeah. And let's adopt cricket, because that game makes no goddamn sense, but I bet we could win at it because we're not winning at football. Enough of that.
Yeah. Our former guest and friend of the show, Reese O'Brien, he is a huge Chicago Bears fan. And
Bears suck. They died fridge died.
And I just want to say, you guys lost, and to us today. And I'm not good at shit talking with football teams.
You did it though. You dated the show by saying today. You don't do that.
Oh God. Well, whatever. I don't care. Most people don't. Most people don't care.
I care.
Why?
Date the show.
Huh?
Don't date the show.
You fucked me up, man.
Anyway, okay. So the Bears.
Anyway, the Bears beat this, lost to the Saints, and Reese O'Brien is a huge fan, and I just wanted to talk a little smack to him, and all I could do is ha ha. That's it. That's all, because I don't really talk shit about football.
I like Chicago to a point. I think they have good pizza. They manage wind well, since it's the Windy City, and the best thing I think that ever came out of Chicago is the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I think that's good. Glass to the Super Bowl Shuffle.
I mean, unless Reese is from Chicago, and then that would be the second thing to come out of Chicago that was good was the Shuffle.
Michael Jordan, because he's actually from North Carolina, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Right. You can't say him. He's a transplant. So
right, and he only won that many games because he had good shoes.
Exactly. I mean, when you have a cobbler that makes them around your feet like that, it's perfect.
Exactly. You know who is a good basketball player?
Who?
Why is this all about sports? We have the wrong people on the show. Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing was a good basketball player.
I agree.
Yeah.
He didn't get a lot of props because of he wasn't as pretty as most of the other basketball players.
He was like if Tom Petty and what's his name, Biz Marquis had a love child, then you would have Patrick Ewing.
Well, I was gonna say he was kind of like the Seal of basketball. You know, Seal's got a beautiful voice, but you don't want to look at him. Well, he can play basketball like a son of a bitch, but no one wanted to look at him.
Yeah, the man had his teeth were actually on loan at one point in time from the Hoover Dam, just in case there was a breach.
Oh, yeah, we are definitely the wrong people to talk about sports because neither one of us really care.
It was horrible, absolutely horrible. You know who if I had a basketball player who was my spirit animal, it would have been Spud Webb.
I was going to say that. I'll be damned. I was thinking the exact same thing, dude.
He was like 5'4" and he could slam dunk. That guy had fucking Michelin shocks in his legs. He could just jump like crazy.
He had what the kids call ups.
He had ups, right? It's better than the downs. No one wants the downs.
No.
Or the runs.
Or the bends.
Or the bends. I'd actually probably rather have the bends than the downs and the runs.
We're probably right. You're probably right. Man.
That is our sports segment for tonight.
Correct. That was what we did. That's how we researched our sports.
This episode goes out to our normal sports guy, the big one, Rusty.
Yeah, that's for you, Rusty. See why you do the sports and we don't. Good. I got good news today. I got it yesterday. Me and Wayne went skateboarding a little bit yesterday, and after we finished, we went to Walmart to pick up a few things.
Right.
And we were on the way home, and my wife sent me a message saying, "Hey, hurry up home. Your truck is ready."
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I actually got to go get my truck last night and drive it home, and felt like I'm an adult again with an actual vehicle.
Got a man vehicle.
I'm a man. It was so funny because my in-laws, which, you know, I owe everything for them for doing this truck for me because they did a lot of work and for not very much money, and it's great. They actually took my father-in-law actually took my grandfather's truck and gutted it completely. Took out all the fucking seats, all the insides, everything, And he says, "Look, when you see the inside of this truck, it's going to look like a completely different truck." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I fucking scrubbed every inch of that truck." Because it was, it was sitting up for like 3 years, 4 years, something shit like that, And
Okay.
yeah, and it had a leak in the window, so they had mold in the car and, this and that. So, man, it looks like a brand new car.
Well, all I have to say is, to repay them, you should keep it clean.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You need to keep this truck for a little while.
110%. Like, all my vehicles were relatively clean. The only one that I had issues with was the van. But the reason we had with the van was because we used that for the band. So it was like everybody was cramming their shit in there, and I just, it was one of those things.
I don't know, dude. I got in your one vehicle that might have been the first time, and I had to keep my feet up because you had so much shit on the floorboard.
You sure it was me?
Yes, it was you.
I don't know.
Only second to Adam at that time.
Huh?
Only second to Adam at that time.
Right, yeah. Well, Adam Adam is the same way, like there's a bunch of shit in the right seat because no one usually sits there. You know what I'm saying?
Find a friend.
Like when I finally got you here, I guess that was when we didn't have, I was single, I guess, and didn't have anybody in the fucking front seat with me.
Yeah, the reason you were single is so they couldn't get in your car.
But no, man.
People when you can't get them in the car.
I try to keep my like the last one I had. I kept really clean until I sold it to one who will not be named, and from what I heard, it was lived in, and yeah,
By a family from Guatemala. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I'm excited. I finally got me a truck. I need to get some certain things for it. I got to get a steering wheel cover because this thing's been, the steering wheel is kind of beat up and chewied.
What did your granddad do to the damn steering wheel?
Oh no, dude! It's just been sitting up, so it was like dry rot. Like the sun was beating on it, so it like flecked the pieces off of it.
Chewed, and I'm like, what was he chewing on the steering wheel for?
No,
That's a crazy man.
No, I meant like it looks like it's chewed up. You know what I mean? Like how the vinyl starts falling apart.
Right. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cosmetic shit, man. That's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So that, there's a few minor things like one of the doors don't open correctly, like the third what is it? Not the third door, but the passenger little doors. To open the little back piece.
The extended cab door.
Yeah. Well, one is not opening at all, and the other one I have to use something to open it. No big deal.
Well, maybe you should just weld the door shut, paint the damn truck orange, put a big 0 and a 1 on it, and do it like Dukes of Hazzard.
No.
Why?
No.
I think that's a great idea.
I don't want a Dukes of Hazzard car.
Why not? You're a big, like, swamp people person.
That's why it's green.
Okay, so you admit you are like the swamp people.
Nah, I'm not like the swamp people.
Yeah, I think that's key.
Even my grandfather wasn't like the swamp people.
Alligator.
Yeah, not even close.
Pretty close, man. I was speaking to your people.
Oh yeah, my people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really my people, man. I'm telling you. I don't.
Do you know?
I don't have a people.
It took me what you were saying when we first met.
Wait, what?
You know how long it took me to figure out what you were saying when we first met?
2
It was
minutes.
crazy. I
2
was like,
minutes.
what is this guy talking? It was nuts.
Ah, man, I'm telling you. It was the same way with you, though.
No,
With your A's and O's and like your Boston and all that shit.
Because I use vowels. You didn't.
Uh-huh.
It was bizarre. It's like listening to a Russian talk with a weird twang.
What is this show?
I don't know if anybody understands what half of this conversation is that's happening, because I'm sure they can understand me, but I think there's a lot of people out there who are like, what is that other guy saying?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what he's doing.
Well, if they don't understand me, then fuck them. I don't care.
Bayou. He's Bayou, people.
I am not by you at all.
No, you're far away, but usually you're by me.
Oh my God. No, actually, if you want someone who speaks Bayou, one of our buddies can come on the show. We know some pretty Bayou people. You know, Mr. Zach Cook is very Bayou. He actually
I can understand. It's just fine.
He lives in the Bayou. He's actually swamp people.
Yeah, but he's got books and stuff. He learned.
And the boys from Pete are also swamp people.
Yeah, they are. But they're good guys.
They are. They're great people.
They're good guys.
They're not like super swamp people, but they're, you know.
No, they're not like. I mean, you're in a class by yourself, bro.
They're not like the guys who actually go out on the skiffs and shoot alligators.
Now, did you see the show? Now they're hunting snakes.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's a whole. Guy, let me see if I can recreate the commercial. For you.
Please do it, please.
On this season of Swamp People. I don't know what we're gonna do, guy, bro. We got snakes everywhere, man. There's lizards and there's alligators, but man, the snakes are killing all the alligators. Now we have no livelihood. What we gonna do? I don't know. We better hunt them snakes. We're gonna hunt the snake. It's like, okay. So on this episode of Swamp People, Billy Joe Bob freaking Pia is gonna hunt snakes. And that's what they do. They hunt snakes now, and all of a sudden the snake just wraps around the boat and takes them down like the fucking kraken. I don't know where they're hunting them, but they're crazy ass large snakes in this bayou.
It's gotta be in the Everglades if they're really doing that, because I don't recall any Loch Ness fucking monsters out here.
There are fucking 35-foot anacondas apparently in the Louisiana bayou.
And this on Swamp People, we have found some new writers to give us some stupid shit to do.
And then on next season, I'm gonna give you a prequel of the next season.
Okay.
On the next season of Swamp People, large pigs take over the swamp.
Now, okay, I can see the pigs.
We just found a 1,500-pound hog. It's eating all the alligators and the snakes. Now what do we do? That's our livelihood. That's all they ever say. It's our livelihood.
It's Pigzilla.
Everything is crushing their livelihood. It's our livelihood. On the next season of Swamp People, gigantic guinea pigs attack the swamp. It's nutria. There's nutria everywhere. There's like 1,000-pound nutria. They're just eating people. I lost one of my kin.
It's killing our livelihood. What do we do?
What do we do?
Fuck.
So yeah, that pretty. If you've never seen Swamp People, that sums it up. It's always killing their livelihood.
That's amazing. I did see recently. I have a buddy of mine who is on Gold Rush. And I just want to say congratulations. I haven't watched the show in months and months. And I was at my in-laws' house picking up my truck the other day, and they happened to have it on. I was like, oh, look, he's on TV. And I was like, oh, wow, they found gold. That was pretty cool. So, congratulations. They got some gold on this year. So,
have you ever found gold?
Me? No, not personally.
I found gold, honestly.
Really?
Seriously, I have. Yep.
That's cool.
It is kind of cool because a lot of my area where I grew up, there was a lot of strip mines, and a lot of times those strip mines would get a lot of coal, you get a lot of pyrite, you find all those different minerals together, and then a lot of times you'll find small veins of gold. But I used to get for a long time. I used to have a nice little collection of little tiny, like not great size, don't get me wrong, but little tiny. The Candies Nerds.
Yeah, tiny little bitty pieces.
Little tiny nuggets of gold like that. I had a bunch of that stuff, man.
That's cool.
It's cool. I used to pan it out of the streams. I was bored and I was in the country. What do you do besides that and smoke weed and knock up your neighbor, whatever? That's what you do.
That's pretty awesome. We don't have that kind of shit here. Like we don't have
You could probably find
like mines because the mines that would be here would be underwater.
Right. Well, I mean, that's where a lot of gold is. I mean, a lot of them pan for it. I mean, you could probably find some areas that has some running water that you could probably. Here's an interesting factoid, a little history lesson. Do you know why the legend of the Golden Fleece was so popular? Why it was so relatable to people?
No.
A long time ago, on a season of Swamp People. No, a long time ago.
My fucking livelihood.
In Greece, primarily, in running streams, what they used to do to try to acquire gold without mining it or digging for it was they would take wads of sheep wool, after they'd shear a sheep, and they would stick it in a net and make like a
pour a net.
Pour a net. She was so tickled. Stop it. But they would take
that tickled me. I'm sorry.
And they would put it in a running stream and leave it there for like a week or so and come back, kind of like a crab trap.
Right.
Like, and they pull it out and they'd get all these little tiny flecks of gold out of it, and that's what they would use to like gather a bunch of it and like hammer it really like into little tiny sheets of like gold foil, and they would use it on their swords or try to sell it at markets, but they would use sheep's wool to gather it. So that's why the legend of the Golden Fleece became so popular and relatable back then, because people could identify with, an actual golden fleece. How cool was that?
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
But
Factoid.
again, poor Annette. We figured out that they crammed fleece inside of her, and she was a crab trap.
She was a crab trap, and then she got a job as on movies like Beach Blanket Bingo and shit like that.
She was one of the first famous Disney girls.
That's right. And who knew she had so much wool and gold in her hooch?
In her crab trap.
In her crab trap.
Oh. Oh, man. God rest her soul.
Is she dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
Well, she probably got an infection from all that wool up in her.
I know. Oh, Sonny Bono killed her.
Sonny Boner.
Yeah, Sonny Boner killed her.
That would be a horrible place to get a sunburn.
That would be a terrible porn name, too.
Sonny Boner. So bizarre.
But you never know. I mean, who knows? Who knows what happened? I don't know what happened to Annette Funicello. I don't know I know she died, but I don't know of what.
Hopefully old age, because she was...
Yeah, yeah. I guarantee that's what it was.
I mean, she was part of an era that was so iconic. You know, she had a great career. If you don't know who Annette Funicello is, I don't blame you, because most people don't.
No.
But she was an old actress, well before our time as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was going to say it's before us, too.
But we must be one of those last generations that actually knew what those movies were.
Yeah.
So, like, all those old beach movies from the 50s, she was in it, and her and Frankie Avalon, and they would do their thing, and it was very corny.
That's who I was trying to think of, not fucking Sonny Bono.
Yeah, Sonny Bono was Cher.
Cher's wife. Cher's wife. I mean husband.
Husband, same thing.
Yeah.
They all wore Wookiee fur together. So they had goat leggings and fur vests. We're talking about Cher and Sonny, not Annette, because Annette wore bikinis and Frankie wore really awkward swim trunks all the time.
Yeah, all the time. And Annette was actually on the Mickey Mouse Club when they had that.
Right, and I think that's where Britney Spears came from.
Yes, not Annette Funicello, but yes, from the Mickey Mouse Club.
No, I was thinking maybe there was a love child there, and it all of a sudden became Britney Spears.
It was actually Britney Spears,
Christina Aguilera.
Yes, and Justin Timberlake.
Was Justin Timberlake in the Mickey Mouse Club?
Yeah, it was those. It was those three were the three that came from the Mickey Mouse Club.
Right, that's right. I forgot. I don't know.
That's what started like the big swarm of like Disney, new Disney kids too. Like all the ones that you and Adam liked. I don't remember their names offhand.
Everything from Descendants. Selena Gomez.
That one. That I was trying to remember her name. Yeah, Selena Gomez was one.
We're talking Selena Gomez, Sophia Carlson,
Mm-hmm.
Dove Cameron.
Was Hillary Duff a Disney kid?
I don't know if she was a Disney kid, but I know she was in a lot of Disney movies.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a difference. I don't know.
Who know? I don't know. Maybe so.
I don't know. Perv. Whatever.
Perv. Hey, look, man. I'm the one who's never. I didn't watch any of those films. Like, I didn't have Disney. I didn't have the Disney Channel, so I really didn't get a chance to watch any of that. Now that I have like Disney Plus, though, I can watch any of those things if I wanted to. But
I had to watch all my scrambled.
Yeah.
Like UHF.
Yeah. Great movie, by the way.
Nah, it was sucked.
Oh, UHF was awesome, dude.
It sucked like the Steelers right now.
I don't know. I don't know if anything sucks worse than them.
Right now? No. A fucking Hoover doesn't suck as much as they do right now. And that's my team, yo. I mean, that's fucking bad. I'm so upset right now.
I'm sorry, man.
I know. Fucking, they're sucking like Marilyn Manson.
Like, this is the thing, is me and Rum always talk, and we're always hoping for a Steelers and Saints Super Bowl.
I think that'd be great. That'd be fun. We would do a whole episode of just Steelers Saints
bullshit.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be really fun, you know? But the two teams decide that this year is like, they were both pretty good teams, and I'm like, okay, this might be the one, you know? I'm like, this will be good.
Sure.
Well, the Saints did what we had to do, and then now the Steelers are tanking it. It sucks.
Oh, it's not even tanking it. It's just like the Steelers got on the field and decided, I think I'm going to play Fortnite. And they left. That's basically what they did. They were like, I don't know. Maybe I'll hurt somebody. I'm really into like, I want to be sensitive now. I don't want to be a warrior. I don't want to be your town's gladiator. I want to be a horrible football player.
This team is not feng shui.
No, they're not feng shui at all. They're not feng shui.
Oh, look, we're talking shit about them, but they still could pull it off.
They can't pull it off. The game is going on right now. Okay, fine. You started this dating of this episode. The game is going on right now, and I can tell you right now, I'm going to make my prediction, and I told Wayne earlier, it's going to be 52 Browns, Steelers 7. If I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. We still lost.
And I still think the Steelers are going to win by at least 4 points.
I am so mad right now at Pittsburgh. I may boycott Heinz. I might not buy ketchup. I don't know.
Oh, Heinz ketchup is from Pittsburgh?
Oh, hello. Yeah, everything that says Heinz is from Pittsburgh. Everything in the UK that is Heinz is from Pittsburgh.
Heinz. It sounds more like of a Nazi ketchup.
Heinz. It is, and that's what we like. We like it that way.
It's made by the hands of the burnt Jew.
Yeah, guess what? Speaking of...
Yeah, burnt Jews? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird intro to this.
I'm about to say, that's a hell of a lead into something.
I know. I apologize if for any of that. Love the matzah. Anyway, what I was going to try to say is there's a very interesting documentary about the history of the Heinz family.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On TV. And the reason I know that is because I just recently purchased a Fire Stick.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I have a Fire Stick now, which is really, really happy for me.
Did you
finding lots of new shit
Did
right
you
now.
Did you get a jailbroke one?
No, I got a third generation that Alexa does everything for me one.
Okay, because we'll talk to you about it later, but I can get you easier access to things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Can they still do that? Because
it
was,
yes.
What was it? The little app that you had to download was called Rotted Crotch or Crank.
I don't know. There was all kind of different ones.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just all kind of different things that you can you just pick one, and like the one I use is relatively good. I can watch all the movies I want to watch if I want to watch something or whatever, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I found some interesting new stuff on it. One of the new things is called Pluto TV.
Right, I've heard good things about that.
I kind of dig that. I like the aspect of watching the live stuff as it's going on, which is kind of neat. Excuse me, I'm dying. I think I have a hiccup fit coming on.
Don't die.
I'm trying to choke it down. The hiccup fit.
Yeah,
clear.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really neat. I've watched quite a few shows. I've binged watched something I never heard of. It was a TV show called Undercovers.
Okay.
It's on Tubi TV. I thought that was really cool. I like to call it Tubby TV because I find it funnier.
Yeah, you can get Tubby TV on your Xbox.
Yeah, on the Xbox too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's a lot of neat things on it. And I was like, well, this is just a really cool thing. I kind of dig it. And really thinking about going when I leave where I'm at and getting back to the NC, I'm thinking about getting rid of my regular cable because
Nice.
it's just perfect.
Yeah, I'm debating on that too.
Keep the internet. I want to keep the super fast internet, and
Right.
I want to get. I might just scale back to the main basic super package. You know what I mean? But everything, even the news and stuff, all those TV shows,
Yeah.
fuck, I just watch it on there. They have a classic TV station. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I can watch Family Ties. I can watch Airwolf.
Nice.
I can watch all this shit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like, this is great stuff.
what we do is we do the same thing. We have like very minimum cable. Like
Mhm.
we just have the minimum cable just so we can have the package deal with the internet to make the internet
You
cheaper.
used the mega package when I first met you. You had this like crazy big internet
Oh.
or like.
Oh yeah, dude. I was paying like $200 a month for cable.
That's crazy talk, man.
But-
I'm so sick of that.
But that was prior to all these streaming things, you know. Like
Absolutely.
back then, it was the only streaming service they had was Netflix.
Oh, I thought the only streaming service they had were streams when you start the day.
Islands
And
and the streams, that is what we are.
Nowhere in between. Ooh, there's also a documentary on Kenny Rogers.
Ooh, nice. I just want to know about his chicken and that movie race that he played a race car driver in it.
Man, I loved Kenny Rogers Roasters chicken. It was the bomb.
I've only eaten it once in my entire life.
It was the bomb diggity. That's a throwback.
And I
I'm
don't,
doing it.
and I don't even,
I'm doing it because I just watched Tag Team in a fucking commercial on television.
dude.
Group tag.
All right, yeah, you were speaking of commercials. Did you see the commercial recently? It was just on a little while ago when I was watching the Saints game. There's these people, and it looks like it's gonna be like a dating commercial for a dating site, and it says and all of a sudden it clips to some noodles and it goes pad thai, and then it says, and then you think pad thai, and then it goes. She's showing these older people walking together. Like I'm thinking this is a fucking Cialis commercial, but they keep showing noodles, and then all of a sudden it goes. And at the end, it says, it's like they're talking, they're two people holding each other's hand, and it goes, when all you can think of is pad thai. And it goes, and then it says, use, not Uber Eats, but whatever one of the other ones was, like a fucking delivery service. I almost died, dude. I was like, this is the greatest fucking commercial ever.
I like commercials like that make me laugh. Commercials should be funny because
I remember them more.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember them if they're not funny. You know, if they make me laugh, I don't want to be sad. I feel so bad. I'm a very big animal activist. I love my dogs, love my cats. You work with dogs and cats and other animals, I get that. But when they show those ASPCA commercials, I just fucking want to break down. I'm like, I'm a grown man. I'm going to sit here with a fucking box of Kleenex and cry. What the fuck? You know, when they're like, I found this dog. It had a 80-pound chain attached to a small tree, and it was dying. And Like, what? I don't want to watch that. Just tell me, help the animals. Okay, here's a 20. I don't I don't want to be depressed and then send me back into my TV show. Now I'm depressed and I'm watching my TV show. That's not why I'm watching TV. I don't want to be depressed.
Right.
You know?
I agree. And like, this is my thing too, is like, look, I get it. It's a sad thing on all these commercials, you know. For only 20, all right, this is what kills me. For only $20 a month, you can help these dogs, right? And then
Right.
like 3 commercials later, there's the fucking starving children with like flies on their face, and they say, oh, for only 98 cents a month, you can help these kids. Why the fuck the dogs get more money?
Because you know why? Because people suck. Animals don't have a choice. People do. We've been giving those fucking kids 98 cents a month for over 65 years, and they haven't done shit with it.
They bought a lot of coffee.
We send people over there to build a fucking tributary, a water system, give them gardens. We leave. You know what they fucking do and go, oh, look at that, what all the white people built. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm getting 68 cents a month. I want a fucking popsicle and a fucking thing of jujubes and a Big Mac. That's all they do.
Dude, it reminds me of this Sam Kinison bit that he did a long time ago. What?
Politically correct. I apologize.
Wait, what?
I said that's probably not very politically correct. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize, dude. It is not very politically correct, but that's what our show is. But anyway, I was watching this Sam Kinison bit years ago, and it made me laugh because he did 2 things. The first one is, he says, you know, they have all these starving children, and then they show these fucking cameras, you know, put them up on their faces and stuff with the little flies and things on his face. And he goes, you goddamn well know that the cameraman is standing there with a big ass sandwich going, look hungry. Look hungry. You want this, don't ya? Don't ya?
Why didn't we send them a bug zapper?
Right.
Why didn't we send them fly paper? Give them a goddamn fly swatter.
And
No, we're giving them a 50-pound bag of rice. What are you going to do with a 50-pound bag of rice?
make a lot of rice.
Make a lot of rice. You ain't got putting anything in it. Who wants fucking plain rice?
But wait. He says, and look, you got all these people, these starving people living in deserts.
Yeah.
And he says, guys, let me show you something. And he puts his hand out like he's picking up the sand. And he goes, look, you know what this is? Sand. You know what it's going to be in a million years? Sand. You can't grow shit in it. Move somewhere else.
Absolutely. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I mean, and it's always the same thing. You know what? I feel bad. I do. I honestly do. I feel bad for a lot of, especially this year. This past year,
Yeah.
I say this year, it's still going on. It's fucking 2021. We just went through 2020. It was bad enough. There's a lot of people in the world that are suffering. There's a lot of bad things that happen in the world. Absolutely. I agree with that. And I think it's a tragedy. But here we go. I think maybe we need to focus on our own for a little while.
I agree.
We need to focus here for a little while. It's not being selfish. It's not being, anything else but, look, maybe we should do something with that 68 cents a month right now. Maybe we should do something here because there's a lot of people. Look around, people. Somewhere on your street, somebody is not in a good place right now. Someone in your block, someone on your road, somewhere that you may know that is walking around with a smile on his face or her face, hasn't eaten in 2 days.
Yep.
Maybe we should focus on that and let the country that is supposed to be helping their people help their fucking people instead of letting that country rely on us to help their fucking people. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm trying to be a dickhead.
No.
I'm just saying.
I completely agree with you on that because I really do think that we should start with here before we start deciding, okay, well, let's take our funds that we have and give to everybody else.
doing it. We've been doing it a long time out of
Yep.
this country for everybody else, and yet we have kids that are going to school now that haven't eaten. That's a bad thing, people.
Well, and here is my thoughts on that. Now that we have, now that Donald Trump is gone and he is no longer a president, now we have a president that will, I guarantee you, give more to everybody else more than to us.
Yeah. I guarantee.
And look, I was never a pro-Trump person, and I'm not going to say I was against him either, but he had a lot of good things that he did. He was fucking batshit crazy, and he still is batshit crazy. But he was still my president, and I still, I stood by the office. Basically, whoever was put in there, like when Biden gets in, I'll just stand by the office. I may not like the guy, but hey, I didn't like the last three, so you know what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter.
Like I always said, as long as whoever's in the office does the job,
Yes,
and does it well, I have no problem with who they are, what they are,
exactly,
where they come from. I don't care if it's man, woman, or alien. I don't care.
Yep, I don't
as
care.
long as they're good and they make it a good attempt.
Yeah.
What we just threw, it wasn't a lot of attempts. I mean, there were some things.
Yeah.
And then there were some other things that just Trump, no pun intended, the other things, and it was just a bad time all around.
Yeah.
But I really think, getting back to our world, we want to help everybody is what it always seems like, but we always find a reason not to help ourselves. And maybe, and when I mean help ourselves, I don't mean in a capitalistic way of doing things, of lining our own pockets. I'm talking about actually, everybody talks, togetherness. Everybody talks world peace. Everybody talks, hey, we should all get along. Everybody wants to live the hippie dream, but they haven't done it yet. So maybe we should just take 2021 and go, hey, brother, let me help you out for a second.
Mm-hmm.
That looks heavy. Let me help you lift it. Maybe we should do a little bit more of that instead of going, oh, well, we made this political deal that if we do this, we'll get this. No, we don't need any more of that bullshit. We need to help and show a helping hand in this country a little more for a little bit of time before we go back to, emptying our wallets over into other places that should be taking care of their own.
I agree, man. I totally agree. I think we need to worry more about, starving people in America, job problems in America, financial problems in America. And I think we need to worry about less racial problems in America, because there weren't any for a long time.
Well, there were, but not to the extreme.
Not like what's going on now.
No, we've I don't know. It's weird. I mean, the problems never really went away. We've just put Band-Aids on them through the course of history. But I think what we need to do is to get through that. I think it'd be a better way of getting to a understanding and a better handshake is, instead of just shaking the hand, is maybe holding the hands and doing these things together instead of trying to do them separately in a fighting stance. Instead of stick jab, maybe we should do a little bit better than that, because it hasn't worked since it started.
No. So
that should just show you that we should do it a different way. I don't know.
I agree, and what I'm saying is, what I mean by is not being focused on the racial thing is, I don't mean that it's gonna go away. Is what I'm saying is, like, and not that I'm taking it lightly, because I think it's, some of that stuff is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any race should be shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not for any of that. I'm just saying we need to focus and come together. Like you're saying, we all need to come together, black, white, Asian, everybody needs to come together and kind of support each other instead of. If
we do it right in this country, if we can do it right, the world, for some reason, they look at us a lot. in what we're doing. So I think because we're such a mix of people.
That,
So
and
if
because
we-
we're probably really one of the only truly free countries.
Yeah, I compared to a lot, we definitely are.
You know.
And I think if we can do it right in this country and take this year, 2020, whatever the fucking year, what is this, 2021?
Yeah.
Sure, let's call it that. It's probably correct. 2021. If we can take it and at least make a giant leap forward,
Right.
without pointing fingers and without yelling at each other and setting shit on fire, or running into political buildings and destroying shit, as we just saw recently on the news, which was absolutely bullshit.
That was insane, dude.
If we can do that, I think it's not going to reflect good on one particular person. It's not going to just show, oh, so-and-so is a great politician.
Right.
That's past that point. What we want to do is we want to show the world we're not a bunch of fuck-ups.
Well, we a little late on
We
that.
don't want to be. We don't want to be. Deep down inside, we don't want to be. We want to be ourselves. We want to know everybody wants to categorize ourselves. You don't know my culture. You don't know my background. You don't understand what I'm going through. And that's everybody. That's not
Right.
one group. That's everybody. But what we should be doing is saying, you don't know what I did today, really, because I was helping out. I was doing this. I help people get jobs. I'm trying to do something to change my community. I'm fixing an area up that's been neglected forever, that has been bringing everybody down and depressing them, and oppressing them. We should be lifting that area up to try to help and give people a little bit of motivation to say, hey, we can do this. We can do it. And we can do it without compromising ourselves, our beliefs, and our history. But we also have to remember we're all Americans.
Yeah.
We're not all from different places.
Right.
The thing that joins us together is we bleed red and we're American.
We are.
So if we can keep that in mind, I think all the other differences will fade away.
Yeah.
So
I would hope so.
Bullshit. So there you go.
Yeah, I would really hope so. It'd be nice. But we'll see what our future holds, man. And like I said before, I just wish, not to sound corny or anything stupid like that, but I really do wish people would just get along. Like, I really do. Like, we've been through enough. Like, let's try and work together. We all if this virus thing has come around and showed us one thing, is doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter what nationality you are, whether you're a woman, whether you're a female or a male or whatever, it fucks everybody up.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
we all need
And I
to
think-
sit back and work together and fix it. I'm sorry, Rum, go ahead.
No, I think right now we should sing the inspirational MHOG anthem.
Go for it, man. You start.
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well, let them lead the
way.
way.
I don't know
Show
the
them
rest of the words inside.
Inside. Give them a gram of meth. No, I was getting into the biography. I apologize.
Oh, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
Thank Yeah, it's something I've been working on.
I like it. But anyway, guys, seriously, just hug your neighbor. Tell them everything will be good.
But don't hug your neighbor because you still have to maintain 6 feet distance.
Okay, virtually hug your neighbor. I'm sorry.
Zoom hug your neighbor. Wear your mask.
Just be.
Keep your hands and your naughty parts clean, and everybody will be fine.
Yeah, just be considerate of everybody else. Love each other, and stop being a bunch of fucking douchebags. From the MHOG podcast, we love you guys. Come on.
That's our PSA.
I hate to see, like, every time I turn on the news, there's like 75 different new murders, or a new building has been set on fire, or there's more anti this and anti that. It's so fucking boring now. The news, I mean that by, is like, it's cliche. Every 5 minutes I can look online and be like, okay, there's another bullshit,
Yep.
Surprise me, world, surprise me. Let's do a fucking day where no one gets killed.
Well, that'll never happen.
Well, I mean, one day.
One day? All right, let's shoot for one day this year. Everybody listening, tell a friend.
One day.
One day. Don't shoot anybody. Pass it on. Don't don't shoot anybody. If we can get that message across to everybody, someone will not shoot somebody.
Exactly. Somebody will be like, you know what? I was just listening to these dudes, and
they said don't shoot somebody.
I'm not gonna.
I was like, okay. Don't stab them either. I mean, don't look for an out for this. Don't kill anyone.
Yeah, don't kill anyone. There you go. That's the best way to do it.
That's probably the best. You're right. I'm the children of the future. As I fade out.
Oh man.
Well, that was a good episode, I think. Don't you think? We taught people things.
I think so. I think we
learned some stuff. We learned a little bit about ourselves and our internal strife. and we learned that American football is dead.
Right.
Thanks to Rusty.
Fucking Rusty. Fuck.
God damn it, man. But yeah, I think we're good there.
I think we did pretty well. I don't think anything else is coming up to mind that I've been. Only thing I'll bring up before we get off here is I have been watching a show that's been on for a little while. Just started watching it, called Titans. Have you heard of that?
No.
You know the Teen Titans, right?
Yes.
Same characters.
Crap.
But for adults.
I don't like it.
Trust me, you will love it.
I don't like it.
It's live action.
I
don't like it. And it's very extreme. Like, there's lots of blood, there's fighting. It's very good. It's very, very good.
Did you here's something you didn't know?
What?
New Batman.
What about it?
New Batman.
With Robert Pattinson?
No, Michael Keaton.
Oh, I did know that. With for Batman Beyond.
Sure.
That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yep. They're doing Batman Beyond. Michael Keaton's going to play the old Bruce Wayne. And they're gonna have a new kid playing whatever Batman Beyond. I forget what they call him in Batman Beyond.
Do you think Batman just talks like it all the time? It'd be awesome. But like going through the draft, I was like, I'm like a whopper.
That was but that was only the Christian Bale Batman.
No, they should all talk like this.
I mean, the Michael Keaton one kind of had that, like.
He did do that. It was like,
but it wasn't like fucking Christian Bale. Christian Bale almost sounded like fucking Scorpion when he did it. Get over here,
It was kind of like I don't know. It was kind of dirty. It was like a bad, obscene phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Batman. What are you wearing? And then Bane would come. I was like, oh, I'm wearing a mask on my face.
Yeah, I loved Tom Hardy's interpretation of Bane because I thought it was cool, but I never understood the weird voice. Hello, Batman.
Well, he had to make it sound cartoony, so that worked. It was like,
yeah.
But that's the most famous voice now for Bane.
Oh yeah, hands down, dude. Hands down.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, when you think about it, the Bane for the Michael Keaton, not the Michael Keaton, but the whatever it was the Michael Keaton wasn't Batman for this one. It was George Clooney. The George Clooney Batman Bane was fucking terrible.
And he was, but he also the Batman George Clooney Batman didn't sound like George Clooney. He was like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm Batman. He was like, I'm down here right now. Where I'm George Clooney. I was like, no, I'm Batman.
George,
It was
George Clooney's like, I can't believe I'm doing this movie.
My codpiece is jumping.
I can't believe Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
Can't believe I got a Robin. This is weird. This guy's running around with tights on.
And he's got nipples.
Nipples.
Why does the bat suit have nipples?
I'm Nipple Man.
I still want to do that, man, guys. Still want to do that, man. It's going to happen.
If you have not heard that episode, look back and find the That Man episode.
That Man is incredible.
That was like probably like 80 episodes ago that I don't even know anymore.
About 20, probably.
It's craziness. But that was cool. I just thought that was pretty neat. But I'm kind of though kind of over the Batman thing.
Well, I like Batman. He's one of my favorites, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between Batman and Superman, it would definitely be Batman.
Oh, I don't even. I wouldn't choose either of them. Probably. I don't know. I like Batman. I think a bit more than Superman. But I don't know. Superheroes are weird to me. I don't see. There's so many other superheroes we could be focusing on that. Know, and I really wish we wouldn't keep rehashing the old other ones. DC had a lot of great comics, and they just keep going. It's like, oh look, it's Batman again. Oh look, it's and then we go back to Marvel. It's like, oh look, it's a new Hulk. Oh look, it's the
only problem with them going into the other obscure characters is DC was trying, but that's why they were doing the the TV shows.
There's other characters that aren't obscure that they could be tapping into. Well, I mean, there's 1,000 characters on either end of the spectrum. That Batman was not just the only character. I mean, he was actually the first, I think, DC character because he came from Detective Comics. But
right.
I think there's a lot more out there that we could be doing. Something that we could be. I mean, for God's sakes, they fucking did. Was it Marvel? Yeah, it was Marvel. Did the fucking Jessica Jones thing, which was fine by itself, but I mean, that's an obscure character and it had a great following for as long as it was on. It was on like 4 or 5 seasons.
Well, they tried it, like Marvel tried to do it with like Luke Cage and all those, and those died.
Yeah, but that was a great series too.
I agree. So was it Fifth of the North Star? Is that was his name? What was his name? Iron Fist.
It was okay. I always thought that was kind of a shitty character, but to me that was an obscure character. The Iron Fist was kind of weird, but it was like, let's put Kung Fu mainstream again and let's do the Iron Fist. But there were some other characters you could really do, like if you did what is Black Cat? Black Cat was a great character. I mean, she was you could incorporate really cool music. She was in a band. She was a rocker. She did, and she solved crimes. And it was this whole thing. Okay, you could go that route. It's kind of fucking fun. It was like if you took Black Cat and mixed it with Wonder Woman, that's what you got. But there's a lot of different characters they could touch into, that would open up the universe a bit more and really get people maybe more interested in comics, I would think. But we keep going back to, oh, look, it's Spider-Man.
Well, I think behind that is they're looking at what's driving the comic book world. And those are the comics that are driving it.
I think it's more than 4. I mean, what the crap movie they did? What was it that we've really gone past our time, but I don't care. They did this evil Superman movie.
I never saw that. I really want to see that though.
It's on there. It's on the stick. I'm sure you could watch it.
What's it called? Brightburn.
Brightburn, yeah. Which basically was Superman. It was the whole red kryptonite thing, and
right.
It was,
it's basically if Superman, when he came down here, if he was bad and not good.
Right. Basically, I mean, and what's another Superman character knockoff was Bizarro.
Yeah, Bizarro's cool.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of characters. I think they should, if they're going to start bringing stuff back on TV, you need things like Max Headroom.
That would be cool. I would be into that.
Just a modern version of it.
Right.
Or bring old series like Dark Angel But the old Jessica Alba series.
Yeah, they can read.
That was a cool.
That wasn't a bad series.
No, I mean, there's some stuff you could do that was superhero-esque action type things.
They did finally admit that they were going to do. Someone is doing a Firefly show that's coming back.
Yeah, I don't know,
but it's going to be in the future, like further future from the show. You know, like
wasn't it already in the future?
Yeah. I know those characters that are in the original show. I don't think are having anything to do with the new one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be a different cast of people.
Gotcha. Oh, right now I'm excited because I can now watch the season I missed on the TV show, The Legacies, which I kind of dig that.
Oh yeah, you did like that show, yeah.
Yeah, so I can watch that now with Fire Stick, and there's a few other things. But now they've got like the Supergirl, they got Batgirl,
nice.
They got all those other things. I was like, oh, I'll try them out, see what they're like, but I don't got my hopes up.
Don't have your hopes up for Supergirl. It's okay. I got into it because it falls in line with all the other ones, so I'm like watching them, all together. Sure. It's not a bad series. It's off-putting at first, but it's once you get into it, it's okay.
That's when I met you. You were off-putting at first, and then I had to
what I was trying to tell you earlier about with Titans is what I really like about it is the grittiness of it. It's very good. It's written very well, and it's kind of like it. They don't, how Kitty the Teen Titans show is. It's not like that at all, and you really don't have the aspect of who these people are till like episode 4 or 5.
Well, and I gotta, and this sums it up too. The same feeling I had when I watched the first episode of Swamp People. So, again, there's so much to explore now. Yeah. The choices are in.
And then don't forget Doom Patrol. That's a good one too.
Oh, that sounds great.
It really is. It's good.
Okay. All right, I'll go give it a shot. But anyway, bro.
Yes. Anyway, bro. I was like, what? What?
Awkward pause.
Yeah, guys. So there, we gave you an extra 15. So we hope you guys enjoy the show. Thank y'all for the support, and looking forward to everything that this year brings us.
Yep, it's gonna be great.
Rum, don't forget to tell these people about your other show.
Oh, yes, I have another show that I'm not funny on.
You're funny on this show?
Yeah, at times I get comments. You can check me out on another show called The Paranormal Conclave. It's if you can't find it, Google it. If you can use a computer, you can find the show, or just ask Alexa, "Hey, Alexa." Exactly. Google Paranormal Conclave.
Here's what I found.
I just fucked up because my tablet's got lights on it. And it's talking now.
That's funny.
So, but yeah, you can do it that way or whatever. And we talk about interesting things. You can also find it on Facebook and, learn about the show. I won't get into it, but it's for the curious. So there you have it.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Go check it out. Support this motherfucker.
Yeah, support me like a good jock.
Yeah. Weird.
No, don't do
That's
that.
weird. Anyway, thanks, guys, again. Like I said, I was your host, Wayne.
And I'm the Rum Guy.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to keep it
Adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Get the fuck out!
Okay then. That's it.